we don't. It's an open list. It's an. Yes, I think we will explain it.
2 years ago, we decided to make a test, and we make this tall Operación Altura is tall players operation, and we put in our web page like a table with the age range and the minimum height that the player has to have, okay? And then everybody is open to go there, and we encourage the fathers to go in the web page and to introduce the information of their son or daughter, and then they come, and we have more than 300 kids in one weekend. And there was more than we expect, and some of them they were less than the minimum that we put, because they know that we do a very good, very nice weekend, because all the coaches of the national team that go in, some players, so everybody wants to go there, and we met the players, and some of them from these 300, maybe 100 were really interested. We put that in our database, in our follow-up database, and normally we put 11, 12, 10, 11, 12 in this age range. We make medical exams to know if they're going to grow up, and also it's very important for us to have the fathers, the parents there, so that we can see them, and then we can also, okay, this maybe she can be a tall girl, but it's for us like an experience. If from these 300 we have 100 interesting and we get one top player, it's enough for us. Okay, so that was the first time we did it 2 years ago, and then we did that in December. But then we decided to do another operation, and in this operation we spoke with the regional federations, and we asked them to give us the names of top players that they are not good basketball players, because we only see the top players who goes to the tournament, and normally at this age the top players are not so coordinated, so they don't select them to the championship, and we can see that because they don't go in there. So we encourage the regional federation to give us, every federation, I think 3 or 4 names. They must do that, they give these names, and we don't care if they are good players. We just want to measure other things, and so we try these 2 ways to find out if we get some top players. But I think it's for us a very important point, because without top players it's difficult to have success.
Observación durante el entrenamiento acerca de aquellos jugadores que puedan presentar algún tipo de problema, pues porque arrastran molestias o tienen una carga de partidos importante.
They analyze if there is any player with some kind of trouble, physical trouble, of course, because he has been practicing or playing more than he should.
Vuelta a la calma y
cool down.
Asistencia y coordinación con el equipo de fisioterapeutas para intentar prevenir cualquier tipo de lesión que se pueda producir durante la concentración.
They work to prevent any injury, and they work coordinated with the physiotherapist area, injury recovery, them from injury if he has anyone.
Bien, el trabajo que nosotros vamos a realizar durante los calentamientos va a consistir en un trabajo introductorio, como he dicho antes en la sesión, pero vamos a aprovechar para introducir elementos de fuerza.
Before the practice, they will use the warm-up to introduce some work in different items that they want to work, as a strength.
Ejercicios de coordinación, de velocidad y fundamentalmente de estiramientos.
And exercises speed, flexibility, exercises and coordination.
Nuestra misión fundamental será que los jugadores lleguen en un buen tono muscular, me refiero a tono de a realizar un buen calentamiento.
Our priority is to try that the player has a good warm up, to have a good muscle tone.
Que les permita poder emplearse desde el primer ejercicio al 100% durante la sesión.
So they will be ready 100% to make a good practice.
Segunda diapositiva. Bien, como podemos ver ahí, el siguiente paso que nosotros realizamos
The next step
es trabajo físico siempre y cuando los días de concentración nos lo permitan.
I was reading.
Okay. Siempre que lo que estamos viendo en la siguiente diapositiva no es más que ejercicios de trabajo físico que realizamos previos a un entrenamiento o es una sesión específica de entrenamiento.
You can see different pictures about that kind of work that they do before the practice.
Simplemente con el objetivo de ir mejorando las capacidades físicas de los jugadores que acuden a la concentración.
So they can improve the physical qualities of the players during that period.
Si alguien tiene alguna pregunta, nosotros, yo en este caso, solo tiraría alguna duda, pero como apremia el tiempo.
We don't have enough time to explain everything that he would like to explain. If there is any question specifically about physical area.
Do you start this warm-up like regular warm-up or you work before the practice? I mean, you have 1 hour and a half of practice. Are you working inside the practice or
¿El tiempo de trabajo está incluido en el tiempo de entrenamiento o aparte?
Normalmente está incluido dentro del entrenamiento.
Usually we work about 2 hours and everything is included in these 2 hours. Any question else about physical area? No? Okay. So to finish the conference, we will talk very shortly about the biological area. This area for us is really important to detect the qualities of the players. We can think that one player is right to be in the program, but maybe when we make different tests and we recognize him or her in the concentration, we can detect some failures, something that does not good for the program when we make the different tests. We have different actions. First of all, we have the medical examination. We determine the anthropometric characteristics as the tall, the weight, the wingspan, sorry. And that are some database that will help us to define which kind of player we have. We have different styles of biological maturation and predicted height. How? It depends the age and depends what we have to do that. When we start, we only make a basic tests and a basic medical examination. And when we, for instance, when we arrive to the under 15 level, we include blood analysis too. So it improves and it's more complete instead in every level. Of course, we report all the tests and we make personal reports to the player and family and club. Okay. Okay. For the last thing that we have with the players in this area is to talk with them. Of course, when they arrive to our program, we have to explain to them how they have to have the meals, what they have to do to take care of themselves in a healthy way, of course. And we try to help them to understand what is their bodies going to suffer, what changes they are going to have during the years they have the program. To understand that they sometimes they cannot be able to play as they like because they are changing their bodies. And this area is a dedicated part of the time to make understand them these kind of things too. We try to take care of them very, very closely. Very closely, sorry. And when they are just to go to the under 16, we talk about doping too. What they can take about medication and other things, of course. And the last one is the psychological area. We try to understand them in this area doing different tests, psychological tests, different kind. If you have any question about this, then in the coffee break I can explain you all of the tests that we have, like a sociogram that is a way to understand them from inside the group. We make 3 different questions that help us to understand the group from inside. How they look at themselves, who's the leader, who doesn't count for them, in who they trust, and it helps us to understand them better, understand the group, and decide how the group has to be. And the last thing that we will show to you is a curious thing. That of course there are some players, some special players. We choose Alba Torrens, who's in the senior team. That she has been in all the program and all the national teams, as Ricky Rubio has done too. Now they are in the senior team. You can see how they grow up. The first picture is about 9 years old or 10 years old, and then how they have been growing up. And there's a good thing when we made the sociogram with the 89 generation, Alba Torrens generation, we used to ask about their dreams and what they want to do when they grow up. And Alba answered, I want to be in the Olympic Games. But we thought that it will be London. And she did it before because she played the last Olympic Games with 19 years. So sometimes the dreams come true. And we are the witnesses of that. So we are proud to be there to help them to get successful in their dreams. Thank you for attention.